What's up, ladies and germs? We're here for something a little different. Last minute today. Yeah, I play in a D&D group where multiple of us kind of DM and we swap back and forth between whose game is going to be. And turns out the guy who was supposed to run tonight can no longer run, so I gotta run now. Not fully prepped, so let's see what we can get together in a little impromptu prep session, shall we? Before I start anything, I need to make sure my server is runnable. I use a little something called Foundry server, which uses like Foundry BTT, and it's like a hosting option. But my dang credit card expired recently, so I need to like reset my damn Foundry server. So just give me a second while I pay for something, and then I'll put something up on the screen here to show what we're getting into with our prep. Also, if you're one of my players, what you doing here? You know damn well you shouldn't be watching me do this shit. Get out. Go. You want the game to be spoiled for you? Huh? I think not. Just give me a minute here. Need to add a new payment method for me fucking Foundry server. Zip code, eat a dick and shut up. How about that? What the fuck? Guess I can just talk about. Hold on a minute, I need to grab something. Stand by. Oh shit. Almost knocked my screen over. Lord God! Okay. The fuck? So my campaign is, we don't got any viewers anyways. Pay now. Invoice paid, okay. Okay, looks like I got my server up and running now. I will switch to a different view. Here we are in my Foundry server. I got two games, kind of. One that's kind of dead, the Faerun one, and another setting that is referred to as the continent, which is what they refer the greater wide world to as in the Witcher universe. Let's launch up here. What? So, my campaign in the Witcher setting takes place during the time in which the Second Nilfgaardian War has just started. So, kind of currently right at the beginning of the Baptism of Fire in the books. Actually, not on purpose, but coincidentally also kind of directly where the Witcher Netflix series is currently in the chronological order. Been brainstorming some last minute ideas here for the sesh. I'll write some dialogue. And here we're getting loaded into my world. Here we can see the map of the continent that I've elected to use for my campaign. It's a pretty nice one. I like the colors with the borders and blah blah blah, even though the colors aren't exactly correct. You know, Temeria shouldn't be green. Temeria is like a blue colored country. Redania is red at least, you know. But whatever. Verdun is kind of a similar color. I use this little like will-o-wisp thing to track where my party is. So here they are right now in this little place called Donave, which is in Verdun, the Kingdom of Verdun, which in the current part of the story has just recently defected to the Nilfgaardian Empire and then sworn in to be a protectorate under the Imperator right at the spark of the Second War. So we're currently kind of in a situation where one of the characters is from Brokilon and is trying to stop Karak from joining Verdun and thus the Empire, because Verdun has for a long time been at war with Brokilon. So if Karak was to join with Verdun, it would be another force to attack the forest of Brokilon. Another character is kind of an ex-officer in the Nilfgaardian army. And yeah, he has his own machinations of how he wants to help Nilfgaard and blah, blah, blah. So my character's last session went to this town after they spoke with the leader of the West Army Group, which is stationed here in Verdun, who is Joachim the Wet, who some of you may know from reading the Witcher books, perhaps, if you are initiated at least. And Joachim the Wet has tasked our players with infiltrating the rebellion in Verdun, as after the Verdunian king Ervil's defection to the Nilfgaardian Empire, a lot of people in Verdun disagree with his decision. You know, they consider themselves Nordlings, and they want to fight against the Empire, namely led by the king's son, Prince Kistrin. So, yeah, my character is just recently, after getting this quest, went to Donave, where the last kind of incursion of rebel activity happened, hoping to find the rebels to infiltrate them, and they managed to kind of ingratiate themselves with one of the rebels, not ingratiate, but initiate first contact with who seems to be a member of the rebellion, who's going to, this session, kind of meet them up with somebody who is a little bit more pull in the rebellion. Okay, now I'm going to open also my Google Drive on stream. Hopefully this isn't a terrible idea, because I keep a lot of my notes and shit on there. gonna go to, I have a document specifically for Verden and the stuff going on here. Only 2 pages so far, actually. Gonna add a new slide, and let's see, what we're gonna write about right now is the meeting between a rebel official, kind of figure of higher authority in the rebellion, and the party for the first time, which will take place in the back room of an inn, we'll say. So we got to think of a name for the inn. I've been thinking Checkers. Meeting at Checkers, we'll call this slide. First contact at Checkers Tavern. We're gonna call the tavern Checkers, I'm thinking, because Verden's a real life place, huh? Because in The Witcher, god damn it, you might see here, you can see in this picture right here, the Verdenian standard is a black and yellow checkered flag. So this is patriotically named tavern as Checkers, where, you know, because of its patriotic name, is where the rebellion would of course meet. First contact at Checkers Tavern. Kind of fucking slide did I just add? Is this only a title slide? I don't want just a title slide, damn it. Can I add a fucking... I'm not a slideshow master, y'all. Just gonna make a new one. Title and body. Delete this. The meeting at Checkers Tavern. So I'm thinking the stage that we're gonna set here, we're gonna have, gotta think of a name for these guys. Gonna have our kind of meeting in this tavern get crashed by a member of the Imperial Secret Service, and also not just any member, a high-ranking member of the Imperial Secret Service, perhaps, you know. So I got a cool name for them. I'm going for like a kind of Hans Landa vibe with this guy, you know, like from Inglourious Bastards. We'll call him Undebreck. Is Coroner Undebreck. That'll be his rank, coroner. The same rank as Stefan Skellen. What's up, chatter? Welcome to the D&D prep. We're prepping the beginnings of our characters joining in to infiltrate a rebellion in the kingdom of Verden in this Witcher setting campaign, taking place during the events of the Second Nilfgaardian War, kind of about where the Netflix show is right now, around the beginning of the Baptism of Fire books. And yeah, my party has just recently been contracted by Joachim de Wet, the leader of the West Army Group for Nilfgaard, to infiltrate the Verdenian rebellion after the king of Verden has defected his kingdom to the Nilfgaardian Empire. There's sprouted forth a rebellion led by his son, Prince Kistrin, who does not approve of him defecting the kingdom. So yeah, we're kind of writing about what exactly the rebellion is going to ask of my characters as my characters try to ingratiate themselves with the Verdanian rebellion. And yeah, they're gonna meet for the first time at this place I like to call Checkers Tavern, which is because the Verdanian flag is checkered. We gotta think of a name for the dude who is a rebellion leader. Got a good rebellious leader name? Someone from Verdan, viewer? You could. What's your name? I'll name them after you. To test job that directly involve them with rebellion. Activities as to not undermine one of their plans because they are not trusted yet. Does not. So I'm thinking the party is going to clear out a haunted castle, perhaps. Some sort of area that is haunted or, you know, infested with monsters of some site that everybody knows is a super fucked up place, so nobody goes there. So the rebellion will ask the party to go there and deal with what makes the place so fucked up. So the rebels have a place kind of to hunker down, you know? So we got to figure out what that place is, what's in that place that makes it so dangerous. And yeah, those are two important things to start. We want it to be kind of like Witcher-esque, you know, in Verden. Do you watch The Witcher? Viewer? It becomes evident that the rebels need a place of refuge as Imperial Coroner Underbreck crashes the meeting with his heavily armed escort. This Underbreck guy, we're going for like a kind of Hans Landa, you know, Inglorious Bastards, SS type kind of guy. Underbreck will try to goad the rebellion members his comments as he sits in and charismatically and teasingly interrogates the people assembled. Barkeep, bring me some of that Verdenian swill you called. Okay. Won't you? Some shit like that, you know, like he's gonna talk shit about Verden while everybody is there. Okay. Let's watch some inspiration for Mr. Hans Landa. Maybe steal some lines. I'm gonna watch a few of these scenes here because this is kind of like the character that I'm gonna inspire for our coroner guy.
Herman?
Let me steal some
Hier wohl
lines.
welche allein gelassen. Wieso wird erobert?
Est-ce la propriété de Perrier-Lapadite?
Je suis Perrier-Lapadite.
C'est un plaisir de vous rencontrer, monsieur Lapadite. Je suis le colonel SS Hans Landa.
Que puis-je faire pour vous?
J'espérais que vous m'inviteriez à entrer chez vous afin que nous puissions avoir une discussion.
Certainement. Pas de problème.
Though misleading, were rumors true or false are often revealing. So, monsieur Lapadite, what rumors have you heard regarding the prefaces?
Monsieur Lapadite, are you aware of the nickname the people of France have given me?
I have no interest in such things.
But you're aware of what they call me.
I'm aware.
What are you aware of?
That they call you the Durante?
Precisely. I understand your trepidation in repeating it. Heydrich apparently hates the moniker the good people of Prague have bestowed on him. Actually, why he would hate the name the Hangman's baffling to me. It would appear he's done everything in his power to earn it. I, on the other hand, love my unofficial title, precisely because I've earned it. Consider for a moment the world a rat lives in. It's a hostile world, indeed. If a rat were to scamper through your front door right now, would you greet it with hostility?
I suppose I would.
Has a rat ever done anything to you to create this animosity you feel toward him?
Rats spread disease. They bite people.
Rats were the cause of the bubonic plague, but that's some time ago. I propose to you any disease a rat could spread, a squirrel could equally carry. Would you agree?
Right.
Okay, we're stealing that for sure. We're stealing that for sure. Fuck. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. We're using that line. You gotta steal some lines, okay? When you DM every now and then, when you get a little inspiration. What the fuck did he say? If a rat walked through your door? Not this, not this. Hold on.
If a rat were to scamper through your front door right now, baffling to me, it would appear he's done everything in his power to earn it, as I've earned it. Consider for a moment the world a rat lives in. It's a hostile world, indeed.
Consider for a moment. The world a rat lives in. A hostile world. Indeed. If a rat were to scamper through your door, how would you treat it? What has a rat ever done to you? This is golden. This is what being a DM is all about. You know, sometimes when you last minute stealing inspiration,
If a
being
rat were
art's all about, right? Is inspiration.
to scamper through your front door right now, would you greet it with hostility?
I suppose I would.
Has a rat ever done anything to you to create this animosity you feel toward him?
Your door. Would you treat it Ugh. This animosity, hostility. Yo, viewer, what's your name? We're looking for a name for a rebel leader, of the rebellion of Verden, because Verden is rebelling against their king because they defected to the Emperor of Nilfgaard.
Rats spread disease. They bite people.
Rats were the cause of the bubonic plague, but that's some time ago. I propose to you any disease a rat could spread, a squirrel could equally carry. Would you agree?
Right.
Yet I assume you don't share the same animosity with squirrels that you do with rats, do you?
No.
Yet they're both rodents, are they not? And except for the tail, they even rather look alike, don't they?
It's an interesting thought, Herr Colonel.
However interesting as the thought may be, it makes not one bit of difference to how you feel. Consequently, a German soldier conducts a search of a house suspected of hiding Jews. Where does the hawk look? He looks in the barn, he looks in the attic, he looks in the cellar, he looks everywhere he would hide. But there's so many places it would never occur to a hawk to hide. However, the reason the Führer's brought me off my Alps in Austria and placed me in French cow country today is because it does occur to me. Because I'm aware what tremendous feats human beings are capable of once they abandon dignity.
A Nilfgaardian soldier search for fuck it, we don't need to use that. Just watch a little more.
You're sheltering enemies of the state, are you not? French cow country today is because it does occur to me. He looks everywhere he would hide. But then
That's some gold. That's some gold.
there's so many places it would never occur to a hawk to hide. However, the reason the Führer's brought me off to me of you're sheltering enemies of the state, are you not?
Yes.
You're sheltering them underneath your floorboards, aren't you?
Yes.
Point out to me the areas where they're hiding.
Schuschada! Ah, Landa, da sind Sie ja.
Emmanuel, voici le colonel SS Landa. Il sera chargé de la sécurité pour la première.
Enchanté, mademoiselle. Il y avait une autre chose que je voulais vous demander. Mais maintenant, sur ma vie, impossible de m'en souvenir. Enfin, bon, ce ne devait pas être important. Bon, ce ne devait pas... Mais maintenant, sur ma... Vous demander... Enfin, bon... Fashionable.
Okay, we watched enough of this shit. Okay. Devolvamos. Like to convert here. Basically, he's just gonna press them a little bit when they get to the tavern. Blah blah blah. We're just gonna call the rebel leader. Save the name for now. So now let's work on where is the haunted or monster infested place that the rebels will send the party to. Preferably somewhere on the map. Somewhere in the Schwemlin, perhaps. And what will be infesting this place? Maybe it won't be somewhere on the map. Just be an unmarked spot somewhere in the Schwemland. Should it be the ruins of something? Just a cave? What map could I use that I already have? The fuck is this? It's like a boat-shaped map. Nah, not that. Not this. None of these. Not a boat, obviously. Do I even have a map? used this before. Maybe it could be somewhere in the town itself. Thinking about using this as the map for the town. But yeah, fitting this in, I don't know. It's pretty, not very many big areas to make like a dungeon crawl here. I've used that, yeah. If I've used that, what about this? I think I use that too. Not that great anyways. Yes, like no. I've used this too. Damn, I need to get a new map, I think. That adds to the layer of complicatedness. We just use all of those. Yeah, I straight up just don't have a map. So we need to find a map to use. But first, let's consider... Actually, let's look up maps first. Maybe Chepeku? Could use this castle. But what befell this castle? And where would that be on the map? I use like the Blood River. What else we got? Chepeku. Hippogriff Postal Center. Riverside Mill. Village. you're... Oh, I am signed in. What the fuck? Just buy this for now. Hold on a minute. Shout out Chepeku, y'all. They got some good stuff. If you're looking for some maps for your VTT games, Chepeku be slapping. So the method I'm going with for planning right now for our encounter is I'm going to find the map first that will serve as this haunted or rebel infested area that the rebels want to use as their HQ, which they're going to send our party to clear out. So let's find the map first, and then we'll decide what's in there, and so on and so forth. You guys got any Witcher knowledge you want to flex on me? What kind of Witcher monster or bad situation befell whatever our map is? Just reading about JPEG shit. Bring this up here. What will we use? I'm kind of thinking about this castle maybe. This is a good contender so far. Riverside Mill kind of seems too tame for what I'm going for. Yeah, no, not that. We want a sick rebel HQ that had some serious catastrophe shit, you know. Go down. No, not the best. No, that's too crazy. Not really going for something in the sea. Rather use the island tall docks. Wainwright. Secret Cove. Lord God, dragon back. I mean, how far away are we from the ocean? Decent ways. Could do something ocean-esque. Lighthouse Isle. Island, kind of Rebel HQ, lol. It's got a cannon though, it's not very Witcher-esque. Ain't no cannons in The Witcher. Go back, damn it. The fuck? Alright, I just gotta X this. Oh, this mill maybe. In the Schwemland. This could be like the entrance, and then underground in the mill is like some sort of cave system or some next shit, you know. It just looks like a basic ass mill, but then you go inside and then it opens up into the next map, which is, you know, where all the infested shit and the Rebel HQ goes down. Okay, I like the mill. Don't remember the mill. Mellow Mill, Marshmalland. But then what's underneath the mill? That's what we got to get now. Secret cave hideout. This works kind of too, hey? Kind of is like already set up though. Could be like this is a Scoia'tael hideout that the rebels want to apprehend. Some shit like that. Have the Scoia'tael be here. Maybe that. Yeah, this is another good contender too. Secret Cave, Mellow Marshland. We like those, we like those. Lol. Bird Folk Village, nah, I don't even need to see that. That looks too next too. Come on, internet. Beetle Tribe. Lizard Folk Sushi Bar. Sheesh. JPEGU goes hard, y'all. Fossil this. Tidal Island Fort. That's a good contender too. It's got cannons again. Nope. Giant ancient sundial. Pretty cool. Mine Town. Oh, this could be good. The fucking mines. The mining town that they Dug too deep and now the mines are overtaken. Something, something. Yeah. Open that one in a new tab. Fuck, I shouldn't be doing that for all these. Go back up to secret hideout cave. Yeah, that's a contender. That's a contender. Back down. We need to find a cave map. No. Jeez, that's pretty crazy. No, not desert. No Great Wall. No Shadowlands. This is sick though. I want to kind of take this for something else later on. Kind of big bad of my campaign is like a mutated wizard. Crumbling platform. Interesting. Jungle, vineyard, mess hall, twisted tavern, sheesh, haunted dockside, tents. There's something here too for later on. Cathedral, what? Goblin fortress. Not really much goblins in the Witcher. Gotta search. Maybe I just put cave in the search now. Bada bink. See what we get. Boop. Okay, we're working now. Cavern of the Venom Queen. There's possibilities there. Ancient Hydra Lair. Harpy Cove. I've already done harpies. Modular caves. Various. Yggdrasil. Sewer tunnels. Oh yeah, clear out the sewer underneath the town. That's definitely a potential one there. Village bakery. What the fuck? Fossil cave. Secret cove. No. Rebel camp. This is kind of too spot on, isn't it? But we're trying to find somewhere that's like not yet the rebel camp. That's gonna be the rebel camp eventually, you know. Which catacomb? Beetle. That's all they got for cave. Let's look at some of the shit that we put out there. Royal Mine, Secret, Marshland. Not that, not that. This is interesting, you know, what the boss destroys certain parts, blah blah blah. Might use this. What kind of monster am I gonna have for that though? Let's check out this spider layers. Bloody sewers. Yeah. Oh, map hunting. The variations here. Yeah, they got an empty version. Clean sewers. Could use this massacre one, have it be like it was their previous hideout and then something came in and killed everybody there. Do like that. These caves here are, you know, bigger and all that, but secret cave hideout's decent too. Massacre version of this. Which one? Which one? I think I'd probably use one of these. Duck versus crab? What? What does that mean? I think it's going to be either secret cave hideout, crumbling platform, or sewer tunnels. One of these. Just trying to decide of what I would have be the boss encounter in here. That's fucking strong enough to crush these fucking shits. What Witcher monster would I use? And I guess if it destroys everything inside of there, kind of breaks the fucking point of getting a rebel base. Lol. Yeah, I think I'll save this one. We'll go either secret cave hideout or sewer tunnels. There's a second map that goes above this. It's on like the Chepeku website instead of Patreon. Some modular shit or what? Oh, okay. So what came in and wiped them out? And should I use this upstairs portion? Is the question. Is this alphabetical? No, it is not. Why isn't it alphabetical, bruh? Fuck. I want the upstairs. We gotta decide what it is that got these suckers. That's the hardest part currently. What wiped out the hideout that is appropriate for my party of level 7 players? I'm pretty sure they are now, to turn into an encounter. Yeah, they're at level 7 now. It could be in the city. If I go with the sewer tunnels, you're a little bit more restricted than if I go with the secret cave hideout. Take that one too. Let's just get these onto my server here. Let's see which monsters. Probably want to do monsters, or do we want to do people? God damn, the ads be adding. Took the whole fucking screen out. Check out the bestiary. See if we can get some inspo here. Oh, we could do like a Kikimore infestation. I'm not too mad at that. I got in my master for this last area a list of monsters that I created already. So let's take a look at that. Some Witcher homebrew monsters. We used a decent bit of these already. So I've used the Yagurn, I've used the Fiend, Vipers I've used. We didn't use Kikimores, so I might do a Kikimore infestation perhaps. Or as part of it. Did I put in Ericas? Can't remember. I don't think so. Excuse me a moment. Fuck's sakes. Lol. Back to my server. Yeah. I do have Kikimores in there. How about none of that? Don't have that either. close the rest of this for now. And we're gonna go to some other players' homebrew. Sometimes I homebrew my own Witcher monsters. Sometimes I take them from other people. I believe I might have used this. The fuck? Actually, do I have this in my favorites? Let me take a look. Oh. Not mean to do that. XD&D. No, I do not. I used Archospores already. I've used an Ashna already. I found a better one of these before, actually. Could go the vampire route. I have made them fight one vampire before, though. Zoogle too. Maybe a Zoogle. That's pretty classic. Yeah, maybe Zoogle, y'all. Zoogle could be sick. Kikimoras and a Zoogle at the end. Something like that. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Okay, we got a plan. We're gonna use this sewer map. And we're gonna have Kikimoras and a Zoogle. So let's add some scenes here into our Foundry V2T. Create scene. Oh. Donove. Sewers, we'll just call it for now. Pretty boring, but you know, just to start. Create scene. Background image. Gonna upload a file. Scroll these up. Which one should I use? Probably the nasty ones, right? Let's go back to the picture actually. Hold on. Original bog and rainfall. Maybe this empty one. Or do I go massacre? Sky pirates. Either massacre or toxic. Probably go massacre. Say like they had that set up. Choose file. There we go. Wait for a second for it to upload. Now uploaded, we scroll back down Z. Select save changes. Let's have a look see at her. Yeah, underline dimensions of the scene, blah blah blah. Where'd the map go? We call it Donave Sewers. Too many fucking maps you got, you foolish fool. Can't find shit. Oh, there it is. As soon as it loads in, juice. fuck. Might have to refresh my page. Okay, there we go, there we go. We're back. Now that map. Here it is. The grids don't fit, which is truly a pain. Yeah, I might as well download the non-gridded version. Might as I. Stand by. Yeah, I don't know why I downloaded the gridded version, y'all. Fuck the gridded version. Gridless. I get on the ass. I take a G pass. 2:30. Now somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. Watch Lima do it. Out of here, where were we? We're here. Let's put this all the way over there. And let's edit the map. Worlds, Witcher. Sitting here for a bit. Scenes. Start putting shit in here. Thumbs. Yeah, worlds, Witcher scenes. Choose file. Go back. Gridless. Massacre. Did that do nothing? Yes, it did. Indeed did nothing. The fuck is going on, man? Change. There we go. All right. Feels appropriately sized. Here's like a dude, and you could fit 2 dudes in this boat and shit. A few little dudes. Or should I size it up more? Yeah, I don't hate this sizing. Let's place some walls. See if I remember how to do this. I haven't done this shit in a while. Fuck, that's not the wall tool. Wall controls, draw walls. You hold shift or something, it'll do another one. Fuck. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. What the fuck? Fucking wall tool, man. What's this meant to be? Like a graded gate or something? What the fuck? The wall tool in this is so janky, y'all. That's like one of my biggest criticisms of fucking Foundry. It's how janky their fucking wall tool is. Oh my god, like why is it doing that? Am I supposed to control click? Yeah, control click lets you just go. Yeah, that's good. Put a little bullshit in here, sure. Bada bink, bada bunk. I'm just gonna wall all these pipes off because pipes don't feel very witchery. You don't see shit about these pipes. Guess I might as well put some shit here too, you know. Wall it the fuck up. Brat. That's what being a DM is all about, drawing walls. Duh. If you love your DM, make sure you let them know, y'all. They drew walls for you. Where else do I need walls? Guess I should put some in here. Yeah. Some yeah. Pink. Just a dude drawing some walls. That's all. Bank. Center structure. Okay, I think we good on walls now. This is just like a railing. That's all this is meant to be. This fucking control panel completely out of fucking setting my theme or whatever. Oh, excuse me. Before I knock this shit over again. Alright. Let's get some Kikimoras down. Have I put in... I did put in pictures for the Kikimoras, but they're not edited. So let's do that first here. Delete this shit. Let's get some nice Kikimora portraits. I might have that in my D&D assets actually. Let's take a peek. Kick. No, I don't. Well, hell. Do I want to use that boy? It's the Witcher 1 Kikimora. This is a good picture. We should use this for sure. Let's throw this into D&D assets from our worker. Now for our warrior. I think I was using this before. Could just edit that out. Maybe. How's this guy look? Kind of tempted to use the Witcher 1 portrait, honestly, hello. Doesn't look bad. Oh, look, half bods. Where I could use this. No, we're gonna use the Witcher 1 one. Fuck it. Put that into my assets. Go back to VTT. And we will go to the prototype token for the Kikimora warrior. Prototype token. Don't we have 7 HP? We gotta fix that. Appearance, image path. Let's put this into like tokens or something. It's some modules. No, not modules. Worlds. Witcher. Oh, I got this thing here. It says tokens. There we go. Choose file. Desktop. D&D assets. Kick. What the fuck? It's not there. It's not called Kikimora or some shit. The fuck is it called then? Here we go. It's got Kiki in it. The fuck? Getting trolled. There we go. Is he gonna make this black though? Might have to edit this. Update token. Close, close, close. You fucking bitch. Why didn't it update? The fuck? Didn't give it long enough to upload or some shit. Open. Select file. Update. Close. Nice. Kikimore Warrior. I can't manage to get my tokens to come out in the right size. I always have to edit them after the fact. First of all, let's fix the HP formula for this. Why isn't it? Yeah, see, it's got the formula there, but it's not using it. Oh, it used it. Never mind. Yeah, 72. Cool. Alright, now let's change his size. So I have to fucking do that manually for some reason. I don't know why this doesn't work with prototype token for me, but it doesn't. I think large is just a good enough size for the warriors. Fuzzy big boys. Workers need to update their token. Worlds tokens, choose file. Open. Select file, update token, close. Nice. Now we talking. Alright, let's assemble a Kikimore swarm that is apt for my party to fight. And then fight the Zoogle after, taking perhaps a short rest. Okay! Here it gets real. How many do I want my party to fight? They got 72, 18 AC, really, for these motherfuckers? Aggression pheromone. Why don't I have this wrote down? Stalwart. Trying to remember how I make these guys work. Oh yeah, the reduce max HP hit before they go in for the Zoogle. Juicy, juicy. Trying to remember what the aggression pheromone meant. I think it's like pack tactics. Yeah, yes, yeah, I got it wrote there. If no warriors pleasant, they flee. The max HP venom. These little things got 21 HP. Sheesh. Maybe he rolled high. Delete that fucking thing. Take these out of chat. Where shall I place them? Put some in here, sure. Let's just place them all over. And fucking... they'll all slowly swarm around as the party pulls up. One warrior and a few workers in here. 1, 2, 3 workers, maybe 4 workers with this one warrior in here, and then we'll have another 14, 16, 20. Arquikimoras. Now we getting a session together, y'all. It was brainstorming earlier on. Now we starting to have some real shit happen here, you know? This little swarm in here, and then we'll add like another swarm, another 2 swarms. Maybe like one here, and another one like here. Something like that. Once initiative springs, they'll all come fucking barreling in this bitch. And then the Zoogle fight will happen here. Okay. The other ones will make... I gotta fucking make his size again. To large. Update. Another 3 workers with him. Light elevator, lol. Put some more up here. Fix his size. And by adding them in different areas, I can kind of like dynamically decide when they gotta go in, depending on how, you know, they're doing in the fights and stuff. It's always good to have as a DM, you know, when you're balancing shit, have a way that you can adjust the balance on the fly. Do 5 with this guy. He's got like a whole gang. 3, 4, and then a 5-pack. That's probably good for the Kikimoras. Could add like one more emergency pack if this seems like way too easy. Start with just that for Kikimoras. I can add more as needed. Bada bink, bada boom, bada bonk. Trying to decide if I should have the little smaller ones have less potent poison. Natural 20, Jesus Christ. Wrote this poison really strong. Just give these little tests out. They only have +2. Should probably have a bit more than that. They have what? No dex? No, they have dex. Just didn't add anything. 1d4 acid. Then they make a save. Might have to adjust that. Oh shit. So they just do D4 and reduce health by that, we'll say. Maybe a bit higher DC than 12. How do these guys work? Let's see. Four and 3. Yeah. +7 to hit. I think that's relatively alright. +7. They don't need to roll this, obviously. Whew. I think I might reduce this 2d12 to 1d12. Maybe. I mean, obviously this was a crazy roll, but maybe the small guys are okay for 13. Let's roll a couple more times, see how it looks. Yeah, see, that's not that scary, but 11 on reduction. We'll just make it a D12. Gonna delete these guys. Maybe I'm being too easy on my players here. I guess we'll see. Throw more at them if that's the case. Keep more warrior. How do I have this? I think 4d12 for their vomit, which takes their whole action, is alright. Is there a save in this? Yeah, strength, okay. Okay, bring those boys back. And resize them again. Bombastic. Bombastic side eye. So annoying. Gotta do this shit every time. Bada bink, bada bink. There's our little Kikimara clan. And now we must consider the Zoogle and all the other shit in this fucking place. This just kind of seems high tech as fuck. I might just wall this whole thing off and pretend it doesn't exist. We don't need this section. Should I have more shit in here other than the Zoogle is the question as well. Got somebody's homebrew of a Zoogle here as well. Check them out for some inspiration. Let's read about the Zoogle in the Witcher wiki for inspiration as well. Witcher. You know they smell bad. Obviously that's got to be part of it. It's the stanky. Zoogles inhabit sewers predominantly, feeding on sewage and growing at an alarming rate. The beast is always hungry, so it reaches out with its tentacles for living creatures and tries to shove them in its huge maw. It is paralyzingly hideous, foul-smelling, and surprisingly strong for something resembling a rotten potato, so it usually manages to devour its opponent. Gara blah 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 blah. What? Sapkowski describes it as a hideous bulge. Well, let's try to find some art that we can use. Not very much high-res shit of Zoogles, is there? This isn't terrible. Could use that. Maybe. Sheesh. Doesn't seem like there's a Gwent card for it, unfortunately. Though Gwent be my plug in this campaign, you know. I take the Gwent cards and swap them around. Could use this. This isn't terrible. Too. Just looking at pictures of tentacle monsters. You know me. This is probably the best one. And I make some different tentacle-esque things. Put that in some assets. Okay, we're gonna edit that now actually. Using Photopea, shout out Photopea. My #1 editing software. Just ignore this. Well, fuck, is it not here now? Sort by date. There we go. Just gonna take some of this out now. This whole section here can go. Bink. We don't want the guy on there. Doesn't really fit into a D&D token having this dude. Bink. The rest maybe we can keep. No, I'll get rid of all this. I don't want the shit up here either. See how this looks. I probably should take out more around where I cut out that dude. Just do an extra little that. Maybe like that. Try that. Export as PNG, we'll call it actually Zoogle. Save. Pop this down into my D&D assets. Back to VTT. Creating a new actor now. Zoogle. Non-player character, folder, features, create, prototype token, appearance. We're in tokens already. Wait for this thing to upload. Yes, sirree. Select file, update token, close. Let's plop him down and see how he looks. Just need to make him much bigger, of course. At least 4x4. Maybe larger. Probably edit that a little better. Add some more to it. Yeah, I'm gonna edit it a bit more. I'm just gonna get rid of the water parts. Curl off the top end a bit more. Ooh. Oh, not magic. Curl that off a bit. Nice too. I'm gonna redo that. The fuck? Doesn't want to work for me for some reason. Yeah, I'll just cut this entire bottom tentacle out. Fuck it. It's proving problematic. Why? Why? Alright, use that instead. Let's also crop. Bink. File, export as PNG. Zoogle. Put this boy. And I don't even care about prototype tokening because I'll probably never use it again. Select file, update. There we go. Yeah, we'll probably make him even bigger than this. I don't know, is he big enough? Maybe I just scale him up. Yeah, something like that. Around there or something, who knows? Draw a bit more walls so I can hide this sucker over here. And we need to develop his stat block and probably get some extra tentacle fucking things for him, lol. Be right back, y'all. Okay. Now, should find something with tentacles now. It's definitely gonna like summon different tentacles. It's gonna be part of its whole thing. Could just take this tentacle here. Reuse that. That's definitely an option. Actually, that's probably the best option. More than I'm looking now. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Photopia. Go lasso select. Select everything outside of this tentacle. all that. I guess this kind of makes it curvy. Well, maybe we'll just cut it off there then. Yeah, that's not too bad. Cut a bit more of this. Crop. And flip. Where's the flip tool? Forget how to do that. Edit. No, chill. What the fuck? Undo. How the fuck do you flip? Oh, here we go. Rotate 90 degrees. Take off the damn crop tool. Image. Okay, 180. Bada bink. Bio. Export as PNG. Z tent. Put that to here too. Now we will create another actor. Sugal tentacle. Prototype token. Choose file. Select file, update. Okay. Now to balance, we must attend. How much HP should a Zoogle tentacle have? Maybe like 20? Give or take, you know? Can say like 2d10 plus 4 will make it. Health formula. 2d10 plus 4. Save. They'll have a strength of 18 probably. Should be 20. This giant fucking Zoogle monster. Hmm. 18 or 20 strengths for a Zoogle tentacle. It is a huge fucking monster. Say 20. 21. Dexterity, not super dexterous, but not super undexterous either. We'll say 13. Constitution, yeah, they chonky. We'll say 19. Int, 0. Doesn't have any intelligence. Zoogle. Wisdom, yeah, 0. Charisma, 2 for some reason. Proficiency in athletics, that's it, lol. Armor class. Thinking like 14, 15. We'll say 14. Natural armor of 14 for la tentacle. And yeah, it'll just have like one attack that'll be an auto grapple, of course. That'll also do damage. Piercing damage, because it's fucking got the little mouthy shit at the end of it. Should it restrain as well? Grab. Details, natural, base weapon. Yeah, I don't need none of this. Action. Target. Enemy, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Range. It's gonna have a 10-foot range. Melee weapon. Damage formula, we'll say it does. Just for its little grapple grab. A solid. Let's make it a D8 or a D10. Which one? D10. 1d10 plus its strength 5 of piercing damage. And yeah, no save throw. It's the auto grapple if it hits you. Plus 9 to hit for a Zoogle. Yeah, it seems reasonable to me. That's probably all they do, really. Put one out here, see how it should look. Boop! Obviously, I'm just gonna have to fucking grow them every time. I think it'll start the fight with like 2 of these. 2 by 3 or something. Bink! Yeah, it looks pretty good, don't it? Don't it? Put this boy here. Bada bink, bada boonk. I like it, I like it. 2x3. My monster. Stupid chat messages. Let's make sure everybody's vision is proper here. Okay. Okay, alright. Alright, now we have to design Zool. It's got 21 strength, we already went over. Dexterity of 13, whatever. +1. Guess the Zoogle itself isn't very dexterous actually. We'll just make it 10. Constitution of... It's gonna have like a monster constitution, 23. Don't think it's very intelligent. Put this at like a 6. Can smell shit from super far away, so it'll have like a decent wisdom for that. 16. Charisma, yeah, it's not very charismatic, is it? 7. It's gonna have legendary actions, and it's gonna have legendary resistances as well. Well, should it have legendary resistances? Yeah, probably. HP is gonna have like probably 300 at least. Give it like a super slope swim speed though. 15 and then 25 swim low like a dwarf. Its AC for the creature itself should be pretty high, I think. Let's get some inspiration from some other people's stat blocks really quickly. Yeah, there's not an official one, blah, blah, blah. I got this guy's open already. He gave it only 14. I think it needs way more than 14. It definitely needs a swallow attack. Like, come on now. No swallow attack. You tripping. Straightforward Zool. Let's give it a starting of, let's say, 350 HP. It's gonna have a 17 armor class, not out of being dexterous, but of the thickness of its hide. Gonna design some sort of feature now that is gonna be something like at the top of its turn it spawns X amount of tentacles. Call that to tentacles abound. Sure. I don't know. Probably just a D4. Excuse me. Just providing some wisdom to the youth. We're back now. Yeah, we'll say 1d4 tentacles at the top of its turn. Tentacles abound. Bada bing, bada boonk. Put a picture on it. Sure, whatever. Fuck it. For the record. I'm a record. Creatures. Tentacles, Lamont. Waboosh. Select file. Should I give it legendary actions? Because it's going to spawn tentacles, which will have their own initiative. The fuck? It's a weird fight to balance, y'all. Just gonna read something real quick. About somebody else who I know who ran this kind of fight. If you haven't seen the end of Critical Role Campaign 3, I'm about to pop up some spoilers for that, so watch yourself. Yo, they are level 7. Boil. Just setting this motherfucker up. You see this shit, eh? Tentacle spawning monster that has like tentacles that are its own kind of shit. They're relatively strong, level 7s. Pretty well geared. You know, I'd be giving them magic items out. It's just literally gonna be this boss fight, but beforehand there's a pack of Kikimoras. All homebrew shit. But the Kikimoras can reduce max HP for 24 hours with their poison, so they can like soften them up in a way that they can't fully heal unless they cure themselves of the poison and shit. But yeah, all the tentacles individual turns and shit, and you'll spawn them every turn. So because the tentacles are on their own individual turn, I'm trying to decide whether or not I should give it legendary actions, because it's already getting action economy help, and what it should do on its turn too. But I've seen a fight kind of like this before, so I'm going to read what he did real quick times. Predatos. Stats. See if I can see what it was. Five-player party. Predatos. Second phase. Legendary action would probably be like, I guess, because all I can think about the legendary action is make one of the tentacles do something, but they're already doing that on their own initiative. So maybe not even bother with that. I don't know what legendary action I could do other than that. Let's go to Gemini maybe if nobody's got nothing more. Hold person type shit on all the tentacles? What do you mean? What do you mean? So like the way I got the tentacles right now is when they attack, they do just like a tiny bit of damage, but it's an auto grapple. And then when it's like the beast's turn, it can use one of its actions to take one of the auto grappled things and like throw it in its fucking mouth for free, like eat it, submerge it, kind of something like that, pretty much. So they already auto grapple when they attack. So it's gonna be like, if you kill a tentacle, it'll do some damage to the boss, but you can also just attack the boss directly. But the tentacles have lower AC, so they're easier to hit. And also he spawns more tentacles every turn, so if they don't keep killing the tentacles, they'll like, you know, overwhelm them eventually. So they gotta kind of like do tentacle management, and also attacking the tentacles is an easier way to do damage to the boss, kind of, because the AC is lower on the tentacles. How the fuck? Increase the tentacle AC. Yeah. What the fuck? Prodothos's What? Fuck's sakes. Maybe he just won't have legendary actions. Just have the tentacle spawning. And then on his turn, he can like activate 2 of the tentacles or something. Bruh, he did it before. This is not a good enough prompt. Oh, he did it. Okay, sick. Maybe I'll just have them not have their own initiative and they'll get triggered by legendary actions. That might be the way. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what we'll do. I like it now. Grab. Swooping tentacles, I'll say. Zoogle. One of which can be a swallow. And we will add the shit. Tentacle grab. Boopity 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 creatures, tentacles. Let's use the same shit. Take this thing out. Actually, I don't need to put this in here. I just need to put the byte, because these things already got it. Delete that. Now let's look at, for example, the frog emits that has a swallow attack. I'm just trying to remember if it's an automatic. I think it is. Light. See, that's just an attack roll. Steal a lot of this. Whoppity whoop. Just modify some of it. Delete all this shit out. Right. Nasty mouth. Go to any dice. Good tool to use. Think about the lowest HP person in your party and what this will do to him when you're balancing shit. So the lowest HP person I have is Anthony. He's got 48 HP. So we'd rather not one-shot him with something. So what is, say, 4d12 plus 6 do to a sucker? Oh, 32 damage, but it can do more. Maybe we just do, could one-shot him. How about 3d12? Still makes it a little unpredictable. 3d12 is 25 with a total of 22. What if I just did 10d6? Way more, way more. 66. I want to use d12s. I'm going to make it just do 3d12. Probably can get scary, but it's a low chance of it being scary. Yeah, 2d12 is just not scary enough. Maybe not. I can turn up the poison and acid damage in the stomach. Yeah, we'll say 3d12. Fuck it. Details. Make it be 3d6 acid plus 1d10 poison, or 1d12 poison. add the legendary actions. Grab details, activation costs, legendary action. Creatures, tentacles. Probably just grab for a legendary action. I don't know what else I could give it. Give it like a reposition, I guess. Grab for one and then sploosh. Move for the other. Two of these for that, and then this will be one. Move, grab, bite, tentacles, stomach acid. Oh yeah, I gotta add the stink aura. And that'll be good. Save 16. It's probably good 16 for the stench. Will it just become poisoned? Is it poison condition and that's it? Maybe. Maybe I'll add like a starts. If they fail by roll less than 10, they're safe. Something bad will happen. If they roll less than a 10, y'all, what should it be? Thinking maybe like they throw up and that makes them lose something. I don't know if I want to take away a whole action for it, but good God, I need to be done this soon. like reduces their stats somehow. Maybe I just make it something fun happens if they roll less than 10. Like they lose their sense of smell for the next week or some shit. Sure. There we go. Monster created, y'all. Smelly. Change this damn icon to something, I don't know. And yeah, y'all, I think that'll probably be the stream. Unless anybody has any recommendations for a name for the rebel leader. What should I name the rebel leader? Baron. That's his name now. Bada bink. Baron. Boom. I got a whole like Inglorious Bastards thing going on, where when they go to meet the rebel leader, the Nilfgaardian Secret Service corner comes in to like investigate and crashes it all. And that character is gonna be like Hans Landa from Inglorious Bastards. See if I can pull it off or not. Not super confident, lol. Whatever, this is the Zoogle. It's not super fun, but it's something. Something we threw together last minute because Liam said he couldn't run his game, lol. Just make sure the chat is clear. It is. Okay. Well, thanks for checking in for a little D&D DM prep. We today we found this map on JPEGU, you know, a map to search a rebel base that needs to be cleared out so the rebels got a safe house, somewhere to go to hide from the Nilfgaardians. We wrote a little bit of dialogue and stuff for a certain little, you know, social challenge kind of situation. And yeah, we homebrewed a Zoogle monster. I already previously homebrewed these Kikimoras, so we didn't get to see that. But, you know, you saw a little bit of the inside of how I made the Kikimoras and how the pre-staging encounter is going to make the further encounter more difficult because they reduce max HP. You know, a little bit of... We're only doing a 2 encounter day, so we might as well make the first encounter have some potential to make the other encounter difficult, you know? Something like that. And yeah, that's the last mission sesh. Thanks for tuning in, y'all.